Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim, day 1 of Summerween. So yes, today is day 1 of Summerween. It is actually now 10 o'clock at night. I've been at work today. I was meant to start this before work. It didn't happen. I'm not an early morning person, basically. And I've already uploaded to my Instagram for day 1. I'm really excited. This vlog is going to be day 1 and day 2. And I have one plan and one plan only for this reading vlog. And that is to read Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. My plan is to have I have a whole bunch of videos planned for Summerween. My first one being a most anticipated release, which obviously is this. So this book follows a guy called Ethan, who when he was younger was in a tent with his best friend, and his best friend got kidnapped through a slice in the tent which they were staying in his garden. This is now based 30 years later since the disappearance of his friend, and he's moved back to his hometown, back into his parents' house, and a lot of strange things are happening, and the neighbours are acting very suspicious. I have already started, so I am 33 pages in. So far we've kind of got the backstory of, from Ethan's perspective, what happened to his friend, and what's his friend actually called? Oh, Billy. We got the perspective from Ethan of what actually happened to Billy, what he remembers, and then what basically happened to Ethan after that point. And now we are at the part where he is now back in his parents' house, and basically something weird is happening. But we have now just jumped back in time, and are back in... No, we're not. I've just read the chapter where we went back into 1994, the very beginning of the day that Billy went missing. So I believe we're going to jump between perspectives, obviously both Ethan's perspective, but back in 1994 and current day, which I think will be quite interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna sit and read now, as I've only just got home because I went out for some food with my work friend, which was really nice. So I'm just gonna sit and maybe read to like page 100 or so of Middle of the Night before I go to sleep, because I am tired. And I will probably update you in the morning with how I got on, basically. This is interesting, isn't it? Hello. Hi. So, it is Saturday. I've had a weird day. My anxiety's gone to shit a bit. Just due to a work issue. Yes, it is my day off. Yes, work still stresses me out. It is what it is. I'm repping Summerween 2023 merch today because 2024 merch is in the wash. Before I update you on my book, I went to I popped to the shop this morning, and we had to pick up a few things, and there was a girl in there and she's like, "Oh, I really love your top." I was like, "Oh, thank you." Got a rep Summerween, you know. It's raining here in the UK a lot again at the moment, so I was just like, you know, if it's gonna rain, it might as well be October. And she was like, "Oh yeah, no, 100%. She said, "Have you ever heard of Deadly Decor?" And I was like, "Deadly Decor?" I was like, no, what's this? She said, it's a TikTok shop. Well, a woman who started on TikTok shop, and she's now got her own shop. She says she sells a lot of the stuff that things like places like TK Maxx and The Range sell later, but she sells it all year round and cheaper. And I was like, madness. I was like, oh, okay, interesting, I might have a look. I had a look. I bought a new blanket. And I bought a few other little things as well because she has some really cute stuff, and I was like, yeah, no, I want that. So there we go. And I do need a new blanket because my Halloween blanket now lives downstairs. My family have stolen it from me, so I do need a new one, so yay. But middle of the night, I am 100 pages in chapter 9. I'm actually enjoying it. So far, the first 100 pages has been good. It's been intriguing. A lot has happened. Obviously, we still have like 260 odd pages left. And I'm trying to figure out what I think is going to happen. Hold on, let me shut my window. Because you don't need that. And it's like storming here in the UK. It's like windy storms. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I think is going to happen, and honestly, I have no idea. I can't even guess. I have a few predictions, but yeah, I honestly have no idea. I'm enjoying the dual perspective. So we have our main perspective from Ethan in the current time. And then we go back in time to 1994 every couple of chapters and so, where we will then have a perspective from like a neighbour possibly. So far we've had a perspective from Russ, we've had a perspective from Ethan's mum. Yeah, we've had a couple of perspectives so far from other characters, which has been interesting. But yeah, I just have no idea where this is going. I saw a review that just briefly on Goodreads the other day that literally said, if he mentions the fact that Billy is dead one more time. And honestly, I'm 100 pages in and there's a vibe. He keeps talking about the fact that Billy is missing, and I'm like, yeah, I've got it. Do you know what? We're 100 pages in, mate, and I've got it. Billy is missing. I understand. Please stop telling me Billy is missing. I know. So I do get where that review was coming from. But yeah, so that's my review so far. I'm going to basically update you every 100 pages, I think. It's probably a good way to do it. So I will update you in another 100 pages time, where hopefully I'm no longer having a mental breakdown.
Halloween. require but one thing.
Excellent, excellent. Creeping.
I feel like this is my new angle. Okay. So, I am on page 190, which is as close to 200 as we're gonna get. So, reading update. Still kind of enjoying it, finding it very fast paced, which is great. I have come to a part where there's like paranormal aspects now. So obviously the only other Riley Saga I've ever read was One of Us Has Left. The only one left. Only one of us is left. Only one left, which was very much more mystery thriller based, where this has paranormal aspects to it, or as far as I know they're paranormal aspects, which is fine. Paranormal is, I find it a bit boring because there's always like a big reveal, and it's just due to the fact that there's a ghost usually. I read Meddling Kids a few years back, and I thought I was gonna love it, and I didn't. And I think this is going to be the same, but we're gonna finish it still. I have got work tomorrow and I am traveling for work, but I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna finish this. Just because I want to know what is happening, but also this vlog needs to go up tomorrow, so there we go. Yeah, I am enjoying it. I don't want to put it down when I am reading, but it's forcing myself to read it, because I'm like, fuck, I've got to go back and listen or read like another 100 pages of him telling me that Billy is missing. I feel like I've been told 7-8 times in the first half of the book that Billy is missing. Like, I know Billy is missing. That is the entire plot of the point. The point of the plot, sorry. So like, I get it. So stop telling me. Tell me something else. I'm currently buddy reading this with Claire from Claire's Creative Corner. I'll leave her channel linked down below. She's finished it already, and she gave it a 3.5, and I think I'm heading the same way. Like, it's not a 5 at this point. It can't be a 5, so I'm thinking maybe 4 depending on how it ends, probably a 3 if it ends on a reveal of I'm a ghost. 2. Like, could this be my first ever 2-star? Madness, madness. But I'm gonna go and read. I'm gonna read to page 300, and then I will come back and update you again, and then we will read the last 60 odd pages, but I'll be back in like probably an hour or so, I expect. Hello. So it's 10 to midnight. I have about 60 pages left. My thoughts. I'm not scared. I don't always enjoy feeling scared. But when I read The Only One Left last year, there were definitely certain moments where I was like, oh fucking shit. And not even just scared, but uneasy. Right. And I have hardly felt that reading this book, which is a shame. Don't get me wrong, there's still been twists that I haven't seen coming. But like, nothing wow. You know? Apart from the twist we've just had at about the 300 page mark, that was a wow. And I did like have a bit of a oh, okay. But my predictions for the last 60 pages, I can't see anything massive happening. I think, actually hold on, if you don't want spoilers, skip or mute me until I put this down. If you're happy for spoilers, continue listening. So now I'm talking. So my prediction is that obviously Billy is a ghost. Billy is haunting Ethan. So my prediction is basically going to be Ethan's saying goodbye. I don't think anything sinister or anything scary will happen. Yes, we might find out who actually killed Billy, but I don't think it's going to be anything massive. I don't have any predictions of who I think killed Billy, like at all. Maybe Billy's mum, as that's now been spoken about and probably makes the most sense. But honestly, I have no predictions of who. But yeah, basically we've just found out that Claude is dead, which was a shock. And obviously he's now just said goodbye to her, which was quite sad. So I wonder if he's now gonna help Billy find out who actually killed him and then say goodbye to Billy, which is nice but also not very thrilling. But yeah, that's my prediction. I could be wrong, I could be right, I don't really know. But I'm gonna go and finish this now, and I will update you when I'm finished. I'm gonna give it a 3 star, maybe a 3.5, because there was definitely more surprises, but they were just a bit meh. Honestly, just a bit meh. I don't really have any like other questions. Like, I feel like everything was answered, but it was just a bit meh. I'm gonna hold this again when I will talk a bit more in detail. So if you don't want spoilers while I'm holding this, mute me or skip, so on and so forth. Okay? There we go. So the whole thing with Russ, I was like, fair enough, the kid's got anger issues. I think it would have been more interesting to just leave it as Russ killed him. But then obviously, how would Russ get rid of the body? Yeah, that, to me, I don't know. Yeah, I get it. Makes sense, because the kid had anger issues. But yeah, maybe that could have been talked about a bit more. Also, his brother was never really... It was never really discussed why he went to drugs and what happened there. It was never really addressed what was wrong with him. Obviously we know that he overdosed, but we don't really know why. So that's something. I like Ethan's progression through the story. That I really did like. Obviously he went from the beginning to being a nobody with lots of issues to accepting his friend's death, accepting his wife's death, liking children, and yeah, I just feel like he grew a lot as a character, which was great. I didn't see Ashley being the one that killed him. And you know, when it first was announced, I was like, whoa, like, that's fucking huge. Like, that's actually massive. That's really good. Surprise. But then the way that she actually killed him was just a bit boring, to be perfectly honest. I just thought, you know, oh, maybe there's some like juicy gossip we don't know about. But no, she just hit him with her car. And she shouldn't have been drinking or driving. And I just thought that's a bit shit and a bit boring, to be honest. But yeah. And then she did go to prison. The bit where Henry fell in the lake, that really fucking, like, holy shit, I was on edge. But again, he was saved by Ethan, which it was nice that obviously Billy helped to save him, and also helped Ethan to find Henry in the water. That was really sweet, really well done. But again, a bit boring. So that's my conclusion, is that, to be honest, it was just a bit boring. It had a lot of potential, but each plot line was faced with a dead end, and then the ones that didn't have a dead end were just boring. That might sound a bit shit, but it's the truth. But yeah, so that's my first read done for Summerween. I'm gonna give it, I think, 3.5. I don't really do halves, so I'm gonna say a 3, like a mid 3 is a shout. But yeah. Let me know if you've read this and what your thoughts were. I really would like to know. Like, subscribe if you're new, as we are on our way to 300 subscribers, which is a tiny bit insane. Let me know if you're participating in Summerween and what you are reading. And leave a ghost. Leave a ghost emoji if you made it to the end of the video. And I will see you very soon for another one.